in just a moment. I don't think I have game sounds. I don't know. I don't have game sounds. I need game sounds. Wait. No, Wolfie is playing. Wolfie is playing. What the heck? He just went live and he's in this server. But I don't. Now I have game sounds. Thank you. Alrighty. So, lag on the CT side of Team Aether's map pick of Dust2. Ooh, good shot. Out through long. Tender just catches Mason with a... Oh my goodness, the P250 going spicy. Couple of good kills going in. Looking for more too. Lag Gaming seemed to be a bit afraid of this, but they have to send more players over. 3 players out long for Aether. Meanwhile, Sandman ripping out the dualies and ripping IONU. Now it's going to be up to Consti holding all alone, but he's been flattened. 2 versus 4. Tender going nuts on this round, but he's not needed at the end as Sassy will round things out for Aspire. Yeah, this was nutty. Look at this. What is this? What is it? I don't know. Crisp headshots, boys. Super crisp. All right, well, not a bit of a slow start if you're lag. Only managing to get 2 kills on the CT side, so they're not setting themselves up with great money. So they're going to force buy into this one anyway. This time, Sandman taking the early engagement over by long, but not the fight itself. Does get chipped away a little bit as Team Aether is still looking to work this long angle. Ooh, Sandman. Oh, he's unable to catch the shots that he needs. And his Galils of Aether gonna eat right through the eco weapons for lag. They do catch Juna, but it is looking like this is still gonna be an Aether round. Cameron and Sandman eating that dirt. They do manage to collect the Galil, so this save still at least somewhat worthwhile for Life's a Game.
Terrorists win.
Unfortunate loss for Team Blue.
I mean, all right, so they're going by the let's force it up sort of on the second round. It is going to set them back a little bit, but holding on to the couple of rifles and the MP9 is going to soften the blow here on this third round. So definitely a few things for them to be at least not too disappointed about. Again, interesting to see how Cameron's going to slot in after losing Wolfie. Losing that piece that's just going to be lurking around the map. Okay, a couple of trades. Ooh, DJ will recover the Galil as well, but gets his head ripped off for it. Definitely an expensive pickup. 2 versus 3 now, and the Deagle for Sandman. Unable to get started either, so it's just Consti's scout now, and Life's a Game. More like death is inevitable. Third round bye will mean that we're up to a 4th round. Oh my gosh, wait. Wait. I thought you had a sub already. Thank you for the resub, Bonamont. Oh my gosh, Prime Gaming for 10 months. Thank you. Oh, why did it say it twice? Oh, they're gonna fix that. Well, out long, DJ able to get one for his troubles. Constantine off, needs to go huge here. The first shot right into the wall, and Sassy won't let him get a second. So again, long position working out well for Aether, catching Mason on the rotation as well. Cameron, DJ trying to jump up, and Cameron just getting melted. 1 versus 4. Look at the health bars though. Cameron still has a chance, but on 4 HP, it might be more ideal to save, and that is what he is going to go for, which means I have a chance to fix StreamerBot. So StreamerBot, so I was testing some things where the bot would say thank you. So normally, if I'm casting ESEA, I have my alerts on, right? I'm turning them off for this, so that's why the bot thanks you in chat. And then the bot thanks you a second time because I set the trigger to go on both the actual sub notification shower if I have delay turned on, which I have it turned on to just 1 second. I don't know. I'm explaining things and I'm not actually casting the game, but there's nothing going on here because Cameron's just saving.
Terrorists win.
But yes, thank you again for the resub, Bonamont. And yeah, this game not working out too well for Life's a Game. They're things could definitely be a whole lot better. With the full loss bonus and that saved AK, this buy does look a little bit better than it otherwise would. A couple of MP9s and a 5.7 to try and work off of. The problem is that even after 4 rounds, they're still not... It's really tough to stop the bleeding at this point. It's a really... Unless you've got a lot of demos to watch of your opponent. Oh, I mean, that's a good catch. But unless you have a lot of demos to watch of your opponent, it can be really tough to start to establish a pattern. And Dust2 is a map where if you lose a player early on, it can be extremely difficult to retake the sites. However, AK, Cameron able to get activated early on, but DJ's 5.7, he's melting, but it doesn't matter. There's the AK and the 5.7, they work Aether. Yeah, we need to see that again. That was just silly. This lovely green AK and the banana gun just tapping away the headshots on the Sassy and IONU, the former Zomblers players. Damn, we get a yippee. It's ESEA. We get to be a little bit silly while we're pretending to be more serious with the camera off and the notifications off. Regardless, that first round, we'll see if it's enough now. Lag, they've first cut off the arm. Next up, they need to stop the bleeding, and then, well, then they can maybe find themselves back into this one. The smoke on the double door is doing a good job of keeping Aether's A long presence held back. So even better, that leaves Sandman in a position to get up close. However, he gets crushed by Tender. Ooh, Nade's getting lined up. Constantine in a position of a lot of power here, but he's going to get mollied off. The molly on the car. Oh, and the smoke doesn't even catch it, so he just melts. Oh my goodness, where did the smoke go? You saw it. I saw it. It was there. Unfortunately, that's going to be a tilter for Life's a Game. Team Aether just completely overrun them. Now Cameron spotted in CT spawn. 1 versus 4. This is not a spot where you can save either. So if Micro and Sassy just going to keep Cameron trapped in here. Oh, he still gets 2. Good little mind game there, honestly. Team Aether knowing that they had to keep Cameron pinned there for as long as possible, but if they let the bomb actually go off, then they would die too. Yeah, that smoke landed interestingly. I'm really not sure what to think about that. Well, good thing for Lag is on this lost bonus, they are able to rebuy. Consti with the trade onto the cat player. Does at least find justice for his fallen comrade. 4 versus 4. Consti a little bit damaged. And I think Team Aether have a read that there's a player under, but Mason ready for the swing out from mid. Will grab that man advantage for Life's a Game. Unfortunately, DJ will give it right back. The catches on long. You just... Life's a Game are just failing that fight every single time they go, but if you give up so much space on long, Team Aether are going to eat that ground up. At that point, it just gets harder and harder to hold. But interestingly, now we've got Tender off on his own adventure. It's a 1 versus 3. Consti on 17 HP. But without the bomb, there's not a whole lot you're able to do. You might get the kills, but that bomb is being fully held by Life's a Game. So I think in the next 35 seconds, we'll see this clock run out. I do wish that we could fast forward a little bit. All right, we do get to fast forward. Cameron with the catch, overwatching on Cat. This is a point where Lag could start to speed up, though. Now they've got the AKs, and Aether are going to be stuck on a little bit of an awkward buy. Micro going with the hero AK and some upgraded pistols for the rest of the squad on Aether. Okay, not a huge, just a hero AK, but a Galil as well for Tender. Interestingly, if you look at the Faceit pages for both of these teams, Tender is listed on both teams. Kind of funny. At the top level, you do kind of get around. Again, I was kind of bringing it up here that, oh, this is a no armor AK for Micro. In a good position to maybe catch something, but, well, he does. A risky biscuit, but still gets the desserts. Risky biscuit gets the desserts. Yeah, that's a phrase. Oh, Mason, the timing. If he had stayed holding mid, this whole round could be snapped in two, but it's Consti instead to delete Juna from the server, looking for more spots to player crossing the Xbox, but this nade is going to cost him just a little bit. 30 HP in Micro, that's going to be enough for him to hit the go button. This round getting more and more awkward. Mason knows there's players going in Cat, but it's a risky proposition. Sandman hiding out by long. There's only the A site as an option here for Aether. 2 versus 2, challenge over Cat, and it's Mason to flatten both of them. So Lag will clean up a third round. So one thing I was trying to bring up earlier, though, is the nature of how, yes, Tender is on both of these teams. But if you were to really look at the histories, if you were to go to these players...
Counter-terrorists win.
If you were to go to these players' Faceit pages and HLTV profiles, and even go all the way far back as far as ESEA, I'd bet you'd see a lot of teams where these players got to collaborate. There's not really an unknown quantity on the server. All 10 of these players have been doing this for kind of a long time. Even if they're, even the younger ones, you know, they'll start as young as 16 and end up in their 20s still playing. And then, you know, somebody new will join and call them Unc and call me Grandpa. Look, if you're going to call me something old, can I be not Grandpa? Can I just be Uncle? That would work for me. Now this time though, a scout buy for Micro, all that Aether will bring to the table. So Lag Gaming have the opportunity to kind of push them around the map a little bit. As information's gathered, it's kind of just a push and pull, and Lag are doing most of the pulling. They just have to be careful that as soon as that aggro is pulled, their tank is in the right position. 3 players in through mid for Team Aether. Opportunity to crunch on in from multiple directions for Life's a Game. And it's Cameron in from A or B site with 3. Mason joins in on the tunnel player, and Consti rounds things out with the op. That'll be Lag bringing this one just a little bit closer. 4 to 5. This is the opportunity that Lag have been waiting for. A couple of rounds where, all right, they've managed to cut off the economy that Team Aether had. Oh gosh, I'll go look up the score. Oh my goodness. Yep, those are some games going on the other streams. All right. Well, 2 MAC-10s for Team Aether definitely does not bode well on Dust2. The Rifler's map, and Juna just getting his head rocked. The nade tossed right onto his lap. Molotov gonna do a good job to keep them back here and lower as well. What's funny is with all of the attention that Life's a Game are putting into holding back these lower tunnel players and keeping top tons smoked off, there's kind of only been Cameron just chilling on B, and he's been floating towards mid as well, so he's been kind of left to do it all, but it doesn't matter. From behind, Mason's here, backstab onto Juna. He's looking for more. He knows the players can come out lower tons, so he's just looking to finish the job. But IONU will trade this one back, so it's going to be up to Cameron on the B-bomb site, but he'll get overrun. The MAC-10 of Micro. Now the last thing standing between Team Aether and this round, and Consti will blow a hole in him. 5 to 5. Team Aether. After a slow start. Oh, hey, we got Parks cats. Welcome on in. Thank you for the raid, Parks. So 5 to 5. Life's a Game with a heck of a comeback as we proceed through the final 2 rounds of the half, and with an awkward buy in 1 round leads to another. That was an interesting little death cam, getting jumped up from the op, and ooh, little boost up on blue as well. But I mean, when you've got the extra man, you may as well make sure that nothing can come through long for free. That does send Aether scampering back through mid control. As soon as Life's a Game have really gotten their legs under them, they haven't given Aether much of a chance. You know, I was kind of bringing up that long was the point where Aether seemed to be doing their best work, and they haven't actually hit it much aside from the first half of this half. And meanwhile, Mason looking for the surprise here, but honestly, Aether just challenged one at a time. Oh, we're gonna get that one again on instant replay. Yeah, there's the first. You thought he was flash. The spam coming out strong. Now, again, they're split so far apart. Sometimes when the spacing is as bad, sometimes you want your people to be far apart because then they don't get sprayed down. But sometimes that means that you can't fight as a team. It's harder to trade, and it was just some expert locking in to different angles. Well, Team Aether gonna try that A site one last time for the half, but this time it's gonna be quite fast over Cat. DJ going for the nade. Oh, doesn't trust his rifle, but look at the nade damage. When you see all those players there, you do trust the HE to do damage. Consti, though, flattened, and so is DJ. Eye on you. Definitely living up to the name. He's got his eye on you. And it's a 3 versus 5. Ooh, eye on you. Oh my goodness, 4K. Can he do more? Tender dropped by Sandman. But it's a 1 versus 5 to try and clean this one up. There's Satsy, the former Zombla player, is ripped apart, but Juna here to finish the job and leave Aether on a 6-6 scoreline at the half. How's the sound sounding? How's everything sounding? How's everything looking? We gonna watch the Impact game? No, Park's rated in. That Impact game is done. So if there is ESL Impact, usually Parks is gonna stream it. And I'm not gonna step on his toes for that. If there are multiple games at the same time and I have the slot open, I'll try to grab it. If there's cash cups, which there aren't anymore, I'll try to grab the other side of the bracket. Parks is the person that's just rated. But I do try to catch the Impact teams when they're doing other stuff. So it's a matter of, you know, not stepping on people's toes. And speaking of stepping on toes, Consti just with the insta-gush over to Micro, catching the cat player off guard. Lag gonna be just chewing up this space. Juna not gonna give it to them for free though. Headshot right back onto Consti. These dualies in prime position in mid for even more. Coming in from lower tons. This the dualies, 2 kills apiece for Aether, leaving this one into a 2 versus 4. Life's a Game do make it out onto the A-bomb site, and they've managed to make it out where Team Aether have kind of been confused. Smoke on Cat as well, should do a good job of holding them back. DJ trying to get into a different spot, little off angle, but it's not gonna work as Tender just doubles up for the round ender. Team Aether proving that they can come out of the gate swinging just as hard on the CT side.
Counter-terrorists win.
Next step is going to be if they can close it out, though. We both cast on the FlyQuest channel. Well, so lag going in with a force. They did it on the CT side. Now with a bomb plant, that extra financial backing and the cheaper weapons, it's even more favored on the T side. So again, if lag can get the ball rolling earlier in the half, we'll have to see. Micro holding pretty far back, spots the player top mid. That's going to be Consti with the scout. Problem is he's only able to give the information on one player. If he hasn't spotted the rest of the team heading up cat, this could still be quite risky or quite interesting for Team Aether. They've got 3 players hanging out long, so with 4 charging through mid and the mid to be smoked down, Micro gonna have a lot of work on his shoulders. The first one out is Sandman, wide swings, Tech 9, headshot, and Judah able to get one back, but that is all he will find as the double comes out for Life's a Game. And they'll even this one up at 7. Tender and Sassy just holding on to their rifles. No soccer here. Now that is going to leave this one in an awkward spot for Team Aether. That CT side now pretty unarmed as far as things go. 2 M4s, a couple of 5.7s and a D. Lag looking to use their own tactics against them. Early out through A long, but Tender left just holding the air. Ooh. Cat, a little bit more risky. Sassy and eye on you. More than happy to be continuing to work together. Micro swinging out with the Deeg, but Mason, the Galil will favor. Interesting though, with that cat play, Aether have done a good number on Life's a Game. Besides the man advantage, they've stopped Life's a Game from claiming any sort of territory. They've been denied mid. They've been denied A long. They'll give another crack at it as we tick past 50 seconds. But Tender in a position where he can cause a lot of suffering. First kill is good. He's just going to smoke himself off to try and keep the pressure off. But the Molotov will force him into position. And out into the open, Mason dunks on him. 2 versus 2. They've got eye on you behind them, but this bomb's still going to be going down for Life's a Game. Mason ready for the swing out double doors, leaving things up to Juna. You should see the maps on the HUD during buy time. You can also do exclamation point maps in chat. Nope, you would see maps if we weren't doing a replay because, hey, this was pretty cool. The cat play worked out really well. Boosted up with the 5 between the 5.7 and the M4. You're doing all sorts of damage. But now you can see the map picks for the next couple of seconds. We got Dust2, we got Inferno, we got Train as our decider tonight. What's interesting is between the different iterations of lag, I know that they were big Inferno players very recently, but sometimes changing out one player can change out a whole lot of your dynamic. And lag effects have been through a couple of players recently. DJ though, definitely, well, he's had his games where he's looking very good, but this is unfortunately not one of them. Although the first kill of the round does try to beg to differ. Man advantage and solid damage. And another kill for Cameron. So, you know, 3 versus 5, double entry for lag. Mason picking up the Mac 10. And it is going to be a complete shutout for lag gaming. Eye on you down on 45 HP. He's got the deagle. He sees these bullets coming through, but he's just going to hold and just kind of wait. And he gets surrounded. Well, there was definitely, there should still be some life left in Team Aether. They've got that op now on Sassy, and they've got the M4s. Utility count's definitely feeling a little lackluster, and don't look now, but there's not a singular kit on Team Aether. So if this bomb goes down, that's a big panic. If no one on Team Aether has rotated in time. Again, lag trying to work out through long. They've got the smoke on the corner to give themselves a little room to breathe, but it fades away. And Sassy now, I feel like we saw this position already from Consti. Set up here. Cameron, the first one, the unlucky one, gets deleted. Ooh, Molly. Oh my gosh, is he just gonna melt? No. Not only is he gonna survive, but Life's a Game forced away out of long. They lose DJ in the process. Micro here in mid, tapping away Tender. They do lose on Cat, but there's more pressure here. Sassy is rotated in. Consti might be able to reclaim that off. Micro melts, and it's Sandman alone. Good kill, though, for that Molly death. And in 45 seconds, now Sandman has got to push a sight and finish the job. Team Aether playing together, buddy system for IONU and Juna, and they'll make their way on over to A. So this is a really good heads up call for Sandman to make his way over to the B-bomb site. The big question mark is if that AWP is picked up, that is going to pose significant threat. Team Aether, now that they've got that information, should be rotating on in. So Sandman needs to get that bomb down fast. Ooh, bullets whiz on through double doors. So in the final seconds of the round, we'll get that bomb down, but the fact that there's a 10-second defuse almost isn't going to matter. Team Aether are on site. They're going to go for that entry on in from... Ooh, only one direction. Sandman spots the first. There's both there, but there's too many HP, and IONU will survive to finish the job. And Team Aether, they start to claw this one back.
Bomb has been defused. Counter-terrorists win.
8-9. This one with an AK, I feel like Sandman wins this. Or even with an A4, Sandman wins that. But with an A1S, trying to spray through multiple targets, it's going to be so difficult, especially if they haven't even taken damage. Well, life's a game. Even with the loss, they are fully rearmed, and the money's not in the worst of positions. They'll have a loss bonus, so they'll probably be able to keep rolling even if they lose one more round. But if they can win this one, not only do they hit double digits, they completely cut off Aether's economy. Just at the hips, legs gone. It's going to be force buys and pistols until the end of this one, until a win happens. But hey, that's a good start. Life's a game taking a little bit too long on Cat. Tender takes advantage. Now Sassy gonna be called upon in the cross toward a site. Micro takes a tick of a Molotov. That's gonna give information away to Life's a Game. They'll still get that bomb down, but Micro forced to back completely away and regress from a different spot. This gives up a lot of Cat to Life's a Game. IONU still here, peeking on in. It's still a man advantage for Team Aether, and they've got to kill out Micro this time. They could still win this. Good trade onto the players on site, but it's lag going all the way here. Mason, Sandman, DJ with kills all along. Tender, the last one standing for Team Aether, taps away, rips DJ's head off, but there's not enough time left. Micro was the one with the kit, and he's gone. So there's nothing left on this round. The only thing that can keep Team Aether, where Team Aether can keep their heads up on this one, is they did manage to get 4 kills. So the money is not, it's dire, but it's not apocalyptic. 2-round loss bonus. They're probably not going to buy on this round. They could go for a force. Micro has enough for some pistols. Tender still has his armor. There could be some upgraded pistols. And there's no armor to pick up, so that would make sense. Ooh, although Micro getting in with the USP, this is something he likes to do. You know, it's one of those, I'm gonna send my body as bait. And when you're chasing my ass with the USP, that's when the rest of my team will strike. The flash on in doesn't really do much to Consti. Honestly, it's something I'd love to see. I don't know what to call it. It's like Boo and Minsk strategy, right? You throw the hamster in, everyone's like, I gotta kill the hamster, and they don't recognize that there is our, level 18 ranger behind it just hammering you. Unfortunately, this round only works a little bit. They get 2 on the side of Aether as Lag Gaming pick them apart. If you don't get the Minsk and Boo reference, just look up here, Minsk, and Boo. And then we go to the Forgotten Realms wiki. Never mind. There's way too many ads on that wiki. We go to the Baldur's Gate 3 wiki. Oh, that's going to hurt. But yes, Minsk is a ranger and is familiar is an intergalactic space hamster. It's pretty great. Oh. The timing on that one. I was expecting the shot to come through as soon as that smoke was cleared, but Micro gets cold feet in the end. And now the Molotov doing a little bit of work on back, but Consti not standing in it, so just able to get the drop onto Micro. It's a 3 versus 4, but looking at the health bar is actually kind of... Never mind. I was going to say it feels like Aether might have the advantage on this one, but losing a player on B does open that site up completely. DJ dropping down behind Tender as well. Lag Gaming have Team Aether red at every opportunity. There's just nowhere that Team Aether can feel safe. I remind you, this is their map pick. This is Team Aether's map pick. So things definitely not panning out too well for them. Gonna be 12 for lag as soon as this bomb explodes. I'm sorry, life's a game. They like to be called life's a game, not lag.
Terrorists win.
Life's a lag? That just shortens to lol. Well, at the very least, they managed to get a kill on the save, but yeah, being dropped in on from behind with no opportunity to react is... That just feels bad. And now the buy, once again, awkward on the side of Aether. They've got the Scout, a FAMAS, and an MP9. Difficult, but not impossible. Awkward, but not... awkward, but not. I'll say that. Funnily enough, if you're using the A1S, you still have not as many bullets as if with FAMAS. Tender trying to get activated outside of long, but this time DJ will meet and greet. So good awareness on the side of Life's a Game to make sure to keep somebody posted as they're taking mid control. A shame it's happening this close to a potential end of the game. If it does end here, that's going to be one of those, yeah, we got him red by the end. Well, Eye on You does trade one on back. Ooh, Sassy Scout might have an opportunity. I don't think I saw the tag there. So 4 versus 4, and this A bomb site looking pretty open for a bomb. Teammates are pretty far away. They do send most of the team over to Cat. Sandman only gets 1, so that might be the path in for life for Team Aether. The damage is pretty high as well. There's 2 players out long. DJ has to go huge here on 3 HP. It would be crazy for him, but he gets demolished. Consti's up, the only thing standing between Aether and one more round. Can he do it? There's the first. Juna down. Michael hit the floor. Oh, Eye on You trying to chase. We'll get lit
Oh
up.
no.
Oh no is right, Team Aether.